Shalom, Bruchim Habayim. Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to talk about the root ein, lamed, hey. There's a lot to learn about this root that will explain to you a lot of things about binyanim in general. And I don't know what it is. I normally first work on the material that I want to show you, and then I take out the camera and I put myself in front. So that is my process. And I don't know what I had for breakfast, guys, but whoa, I worked on the material of that root and I feel so elevated. I'm sure it's the energy in the letters. I don't know. So I hope you like this video, and without further ado, let's get into it before I get too high. How do we start when we see a root? What to do first? Well, first, we need to understand what kind of root it is. What subcategory is it? Because all of that will influence the conjugation pattern. And once we got that, we make an infinitive, and from there we work through the system. Okay, in this case here, we have ein on the first root position. Ein is a guttural letter, and guttural letters on the first root position, well, they affect pronunciation. You might think that this is a luxury problem. I understand that because you're more interested in the technicality of how to conjugate, but let me tell you, everything in Hebrew is about patterns, and all of you actually want to read without nikud. So if you understand the pattern of guttural letters on the first root position, you are much closer to reading without nikud. What is the name of this gizrah? Oh, you don't know what the gizrah is? Well, I will leave you a link in the description of this video about gizrah. A gizrah is a subcategory within a binyan. For example, within pa'al, roots that have a guttural letter on the first root position pronounce the infinitive differently. Guys, everything that I explain in this video, especially the basic stuff, you have for this also my book and of course the course. But in the book, I also explain everything. So there is the book in 4 languages, just in case you're interested. All the information is below in the description of the video. In our case, we are here in pei ein. Pei is the number. It means first root position. That is what pei is for. So it's actually saying on the first root position we have ein. Okay, now we come to the next one. Here we see there's also a guttural letter on the hey. Is this also affecting pronunciation? Well, no, it's affecting conjugation. Hey at the end affects the conjugation in every single binyan. Every one. So here again you understand why it is so very important to understand what kind of root we have in front, because that is the explanation to all the conjugation differences that where it differs from the main rule. What is the name of the gizrah here? It is something with hey, lamed, hey. Lamed means third root position. Okay, overview. We are here talking about a root with 2 guttural letters and therefore 2 gizrah. Where do we start? Well, let's start here because lamed hey affects the conjugation. What I'm telling you now about lamed hey is something that people who are in my course know from right to left and up and down. So if you were in my course, I think you can basically skip this video or right away go to the example sentences if you're interested in that. But lamed hey, you know at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, a lamed hey root ends up in infinitives that all end on ot. And I mean all infinitives. So a lamed hey root will always produce an infinitive that looks a little bit like this. Lamet at the very beginning, that's an infinitive, and ot at the end. No hey. Okay, cool. And now we come to making infinitives. In this root, we have 3 infinitives. We have actually 4 binyanim because there's most of the time when there's hif'il, there's also huf'al, but we only have 3 infinitives. We will now make infinitives and then I will show you translations and examples. So stay with me. We start with pa'al. Here we have la'alot. Well, do you see that? La'a. It is normally in pa'al i'o, like in lisgor, ligmor. Well, here it is la'a, and this is because of ein. So, well, knowing this means you don't need nikud. And of course, it ends on ot. Next one, hif'il, is leha'alot. Same story, ha'a, right? Because of ein. And then we end on ot, because of hey. Hitpa'el, lehit'alot. The same, lehit'alot, and ot, because of hey. So this is our overview of the infinitives we will be talking about. And I can already tell you that the last one has a very low frequency. So if you think you need to reduce your study load, take the first 2. But the last one, hitpa'el, I will also show you a really nice expression with this one. Are you on my newsletter? If you are on my newsletter, then go and check your inbox because you have received the full conjugation of all of these 3 infinitives already. If you are not on my newsletter, hey, go to my website, sign up, and from next week on, you will get free material like this one here, full conjugation charts, and sometimes even discounts. Okay, la'alot means to go up, to cost, to immigrate to Israel. We are in pa'al. Now, here's the first sentence. The dollar is rising. Ha-dollar ole. Ole because dollar is male. He made aliyah. Hu ala la'aretz. Okay, ala, that looks very pa'alish. Pa'al, I made aliyah, no gender here. Aliti la'aretz. Why is it aliti and not alati? Because, hey, lisgor, to close. Hu sagar, ani sagarti. But here it is ani aliti and not alati. Why is that? Well, remember, lamet hey affects conjugation, and this is exactly what's happening here. Aliti. That is lamet hey in pa'al in the past tense. We come to hif'il, leha'alot, and before we dive into this very verb, let me show you the connection between pa'al and hif'al, and after that, it will be much easier for you. Okay, pa'al, to rise, hif'il, to raise. Non-English speakers might already wonder now what we are talking about, but stay with me. Especially for you guys, it will be much easier with this Israeli explanation, so to speak. To raise is to make rise, and that is so much hif'il, to make somebody do something. Another example, to get on the bus and to put on the bus. So when I put you on the bus, you get on the bus. You understand? I make you do something that I do when I'm alone. But now that we are together, you are doing it, and I'm the one who puts you on the bus. I make you get on the bus. So this is hif'il. And now you will understand the translations. to raise, to lift, to upload, to make, get up there, to come up with an idea, for example, and to cause immigration to Israel. Okay, sample sentences. She will put her on the plane. היא תעלה אותה על המטוס. Okay? She will put her on the plane, so that girl gets on the plane. Who uploaded this? מי העלה את זה? You might be wondering, oh, isn't here a yud missing? I mean, we're in hif'il. That should be a yud. Well, lamet hey. I only say lamet hey. You see again? It affects conjugation. So it would be good if you knew these rules. He comes up with an idea. הוא מעלה רעיון. He is lifting up the idea. He is lifting this to our attention. הוא מעלה רעיון. Great. התפעל. להתעלות. My favorite translation, or let's say use of that not so frequent verb is to outshine. And then we have also to exalt, to transcend. But from all of those, I think the highest frequency is to outshine. The others are more in the spiritual field. And let me give here an example sentence. Trying to outshine me in whatever, swimming, running, in my case, skateboarding, which is easy. Trying to outshine me in לנסות להתעלות עליי, לנסות is to try. So, להתעלות על. לנסות להתעלות עליי, trying to outshine me. Okay, now we have come to the end of this video. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter if you haven't yet, and don't forget to look into your inbox if you are already on my newsletter, because you have gotten the full conjugation sheet of all those verbs. Well, and now please leave me a like for this video, subscribe, and I see you in the next video. Nashikot, shalom.